Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another tutorial for Crossout. My name is Gray. Today I'm joined by Doctor and Marabu. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey, I'm a guy.
Okay, there we go. At least I said hi. They're joining me today because we're playing currently live on YouTube, playing Crossout live with the crew, and today we're going to be going over the basics of building, the general ideas behind literally building your car from scratch. What I have here is the general starter car. Now, this will be the car that they give you at first, and then they tell you to strap a gun to it, and you're probably driving around with this thing for quite a while if you don't do anything else. But if you really want to get into the nit and gritty of the game, you're going to want to eventually build your own car. To do that, you're going to have to first go into the build mode by clicking build right here. And it'll bring up this. And then if you really want to do everything like wholeheartedly, you do absolutely everything for the game. You're going to right click all the parts so you have nothing on screen. You'll have a nice blank box. Now this is your center of build, this square, which has taken me a little while to realize that that's actually where your camera centers whenever you're looking at your car in the overview. So the first thing you're going to want to do, which by the way, this is completely unscripted, so if I stutter or mutter, that's probably why. So first thing you want to do is grab a generic frame. So let's start with like a 2x4 frame. Now you can rotate parts by using Q and E. In the case of frames, all you can do is just press E to turn them because you cannot rotate them sideways. I kinda wish you could, so you could do some really cool like high-low builds, but that's a different thing. And then you're just gonna left click and place it down. Now what this is where your tires mount. It's also where your cabin mounts. And so the idea then is you're going to look at the frames here and go, how long do I want this vehicle to be? Well, let's say I want it to be really, really long. I'm going to create this, like, super long train car truck thing. And you guys are only going to have, like, this many things. So, like, there you go. That's, like, this is as long as our car is going to be. It's going to be super freaking long, right? Because we decided we want to make a really long car. Well, then you have to figure out what cabin you're going to stick on this super long car. Well, super long car is going to get, I think the base frame is what, the Gorilla?
Yeah.
Doctor? Okay, so we're gonna take super long car and we're gonna give it the Gorilla frame. Doctor.
Yeah.
You want me to put it in the center, front, or back? Or Bibbs, you can choose. Bibbs is the newbie here today, so. Center, front, back.
I will say back.
Alright, so we're gonna put our cabin in the very back. Now, you want to leave just enough room to be able to attach your wheels in the back, because your wheels cannot collide. So, it's gonna be slated more towards the back of our super long car, or if you really wanted to get, like, cheeky with it, you could literally attach it like that, and why not? Let's try it. Then you guys are gonna only have small wheels, so we're gonna put some small wheels. And some more small wheels. This car is going to be so front heavy, it's going to be hilarious. And then, I don't know, more small wheels. And then more small wheels. And then we need something to steer with, so we're going to get some, I don't have any small steering wheels. Okay, we're going to get some starter steering wheels. Because apparently I don't have small steering wheels. That's kind of weird. Now, if you look at this car, it looks really weird, but it works. Like, legitimately, you could take this car, and it'll go. Got a little dragster going on. See? It works. So, then what we're going to do is we're going to go back into build, and we go, okay, so we've got this super long car. What do we want to do with this? Now, Bibbs only has 25 parts, so I'm going to limit this custom build that we're doing to 25 parts. Because according to Bibbs, you can't build a cool car with 25 parts. So right now we've got a cool looking dragster looking thing. And we've only got 25 parts. I'm not going to use anything blue. Because all my blue stuff's obviously really cool and shiny and you guys aren't going to have it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is figure out what kind of guns do we want to put on this. Bibbs, what kind of guns do you like?
Right now, I'm just gonna stay with chords, I guess.
Okay, so we got some chords. So, like, if we want to do some, like, really weird chord build, we could like mount these to the side. Whoops, that's a hornet. That's a cord. So we're gonna mount these to the side here. So then when you're driving, just kind of like your dragster will just like charge up on people and be like da 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 da. Not real accurate, but it's a thing. It's a work in progress. Remember. So then we go, okay, so what else do I have? So some of the most basic stuff is the like van doors and like minivan sidebars. Bibbs, do you have those? I'm trying to think like what all parts you actually have. Because you're an engineer level 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have all the most basic van parts. Except for you do not have the van door, it looks like. Okay, you do not have the van door or some of the cooler things I like to use. Okay, cool.
I have van windows, van sides, van ramps.
Yeah, okay. So then what we're going to do, since you have van side doors, we're going to go, you know what? These guns are inaccurate as hell. How can we make them more accurate? Ooh, Bibbs, how would you think you make guns more accurate?
How are you gonna make the guns more accurate?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Because right now they're really, really, really inaccurate. Oh, by the way, you can place stuff on the floor if it's something you want to make sure you keep in your build. Really cool fact.
no clue offhand.
Okay, well, one real easy way is to take 2 of the van side things, mount them like this. Now, they'll be sitting in the front center of your car. So now, you go to test drive this. Guns actively fire closer to what you're pointing at. Now, mind you, this vehicle has one small problem of that if you back up too fast down a hill, you're going to flip backwards. We'll fix that here in a second. So I got to look and see what all other parts Bibbs has here. So level 4... Okay. By the way, this is another nice thing you can do if you want to know what parts you're going to get. Where it says equipment, click all, and it'll actually show you the different stuff you can unlock as you level up. Really great feature. So let's see, you've got runners, fenders. Let's add some fenders to our cool car, Bibbs. What do you think? Fenders good?
Fenders work.
Okay, we're gonna add some Bibbs. Like I like fenders. We're gonna add some fenders. Fenders are really cool in the fact that they add structure to your car. So, probably gonna offset these wheels just a little bit just to make it look cool. So we'll get to the looking cool aspect here in just a second. Right now we got to get these fenders working. Without it, Bibbs isn't gonna have fenders. Right, Bibbs?
Right.
Okay, so we're making fenders. We're making stuff look cool. Front mounted or side mounted guns, Bibbs?
For the fun of it, I want to see side-mounted guns.
Side mounted guns. All right, Bibbs getting risky here. Let's see how I can best do side mounting guns. So we're gonna do like that. And then we're gonna take our guns, we're gonna rotate them, remember with Q and E. We're gonna mount these fuckers to the side. Bibbs wants some side mounted guns on his dragster. Now whether you mount them on the front 2 or back 2 of your vehicle, doesn't really matter. Now we've only got 5 parts left to make this look really cool. Now right now, this thing has got some, like, get up and go and it's going to get in your face, right? Let's see what other parts we've got to work with. Factions. Whoops, nope. All. Looking at the level 4 stuff, what else do I have to work with? Ooh,
Well, it's
bumper catch. And
I was gonna say, if you just wanted to add another gun, you could just add just one regular shotty in there.
do you want a shotty on your build? I don't even know
Well,
if I
it'd
own a
fit right.
shotty.
It'd fit nice in the middle.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we got a front-facing shoddy.
Like in the front middle of that empty space where you move the,
Okay. Well,
the
then
turrets
that,
away.
in that case, if we're gonna do that, let's take if we're gonna do this, let's do it proper. Because we got kind of like side-mounted guns, and you said you wanted to see more side-mounted guns. So let's do something kind of cool here. We're gonna take some small struts. And I know this is gonna look really weird, but we're gonna have two struts and get this thing to line. I can get this to actually do what I want it to. This would be really cool if we can get it to pull it off. Oh, by the way, you can also press C to raise up a vehicle and shift to lower yourself down. There you go, Bibbs. What do you think of your gun power so far?
Okay, that I actually want to see test driven.
Okay, we'll test drive this. Now, mind you, if you don't rebound your guns, everything fires at once. So we're going to run up on ourselves and... So, I mean, it like, by and by, until you lose all your wheels, it works. And if you're a sharpshooter, by the way, pluck off your enemy's wheels. Really does actually help. Much as a lot of people go, that'll never work. It actually does help.
Wheels or guns.
Yep, take out their wheels or their guns. So how many parts we got left? We got 2 parts. Now, normally, with this particular style of build, what I would do is I would take these and go slap these bad boys on here. Just kind of for the aesthetics purpose, and if I had a couple more, you know, like in my power score, this is what I would do. Like, I would slap
Don't forget
these
the
bad
radar
boys.
and all that.
Oh, I haven't even covered the radar yet. I'm just saying, like, for color, like, to make it look pretty, that's what I would do. But you were not going for pretty. Oh, whoops. Oh, by the way, good point to show. You can do Control Z to be able to undo something you just did. So we have 2 parts left to do. So 2 things that you're definitely going to want on this build, and I suggest it on every build, is at least a radio, bare minimum. I kind of like always undercarriage mounting these. Cool fact you can do with the radio. Rotate it sideways, and mount it to the bottom of your vehicle. And then, Bibbs, do you run a radar?
I don't always run the radar.
Okay, well, you have a choice between a fuel barrel, a car jack, or a radar. Which would you prefer to do?
I usually bring a car jack because I flip myself over.
Okay. Actually, you don't have the option of a car jack. I just realized we're out of power because of the shotgun. So you have a
Oh, that's
choice
right.
of a radar or a fuel barrel. So do you want to gain fuel per match, or do you want to be able to see enemies at farther ranges?
I'd say fuel.
Okay, so I'm going to show you another cool trick. You can actually raise your vehicle up, and just like the radar, you can slap that bad boy underneath. Now it's not a giant target if they blow off your fenders. Now, this build, using only basic parts, 1700 power score. Drives just fine. Kind of turns like a tank, but drives just fine. Guns are fairly well mounted positionally. And even if they take off your front 2 wheels, you can still drive around. So, Bibbs, what do you think of your cool looking car? Probably your weird looking car is more apt, but...
It turned out better than I anticipated.
Yeah, you want to see something you can do that's, like, really weird? Like, I'm going to save this build just to run around with you. Because since Jen's no longer playing, I'm going to overwrite Genty. I'll show you a brick build. This isn't even using all my max parts. And we've got the Cannon Hunt. Cannon Hunt's my 27 build, which once you get up to so high, I'll probably start running this. And there's my 3K build, which is just like 5 cords just strapped to the top of this damn thing. So like these are all different builds that you can do, but then like right now we've got this build right now. That's our little weird little dragster. Once we get like a super fast engine, you can slap that into it, and in all honesty, there you go. You got a speedster dragster that's going to get on top of stuff and shoot it. Now, is it going to be powerful? Not really. Is it going to be fun to drive? Yeah. But it's not going to be super powerful. But then again, we're not playing this for power. We're playing it for fun, right? So,
right.
There you go, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Later. No outros? No? Okay.